All right, y'all. It's Pamela with Real Talk, the Abuser, Part 2. So, as we get up the next morning, y'all, we get up. He asked me did I want breakfast and everything. I'm like, yeah. So he goes in. He go in there and cook a little something. He said he cooked a little bit. So he went in and cooked me some eggs, some bacon, made some biscuits. Like, okay, got a little hospitality going on. So I go in and brush my teeth, get myself ready for the day. I can remember coming out and going into the kitchen. His mom had this table that had all this silverware and her nice dishes and everything. She didn't want nobody sitting there, so she was like, "It's all right, you can sit in the living room." I was like, "No, I ain't sitting in the living room." So I just stood to the counter in the kitchen because that's the way I was taught. I ain't going to nobody's living room to sit down. I don't want nobody sitting in my living room. So I finished up the breakfast. As I was eating, he went to go take a shower. He got dressed, and then we ended up leaving. So we ended up leaving, and he said he wanted to show me around Monroe, Georgia, for a little bit, and show him, take me to his friend's house and stuff, and meet his cousins, whoever. We just enjoyed the day. So as we were out, we went to one of his cousins' houses, and she was pretty cool. She invited me in. We sat down. We had a couple of drinks. We talked. I think we stayed there like a good hour and a half. Nothing happened. She just had a little music going on, just talking to him about, treat her right, do her right, she pretty, blah, blah, blah. You know how people do. So we ended up leaving. So when we left and we went to the second house, it wasn't a family member, it was his best friend. Now, the best friend, she was a girl. Anyway, when she saw me, she spoke, but I could tell that she was funny acting, you know what I'm saying? You know how people act funny. And I was wondering why she was acting funny, but it's all good because I spoke to her. I was looking good. I was on my, you know what I'm saying? I was on my shish. And, them girls up there in Georgia, sometimes they're a little country now. Some of them don't keep themselves together, and sometimes some of them do. So with that being said, I met his friend, his best friend, and then he ended up inviting her to come to lunch with us. And I'm like, why is he inviting her to come to lunch with us? Like, I'm not with this here. I'm supposed to be up here trying to spend time with you. And you up here inviting other people to come to lunch. But anyway, I didn't say nothing. So she was like, yeah, I go. She was a little chunky girl. Like she was a little wild around the edge, like very outspoken, which I like them type of people because as soon as you say something to me, I'm going to say something back to you. My dad always say, the type of energy you bring, the type of energy you get back. So she ended up going to get dressed. We all ended up getting in his car and we went out to eat. I think we went to Applebee's. We went to Applebee's. So, and we went inside of Applebee's. We had got a tabletop, one of the high top tables. So as we got the high top table, the best friend to mine, oh, let me sit in between. Let me sit in between y'all. I'm the best friend. That way I can talk to you and I can talk to him and I don't have to go around the table like, why are you sitting in between me and him? Like, why are you sitting in between me and him? Like, that just didn't make no sense. But anyway, I just let her sit a big ass right there anyway. But anyway, so she got in between us. We sitting there, we ordering food, and she over there talking to him and giggling and stuff and talking about, you remember last time we came here and we did this and did that? So they over there talking and reminiscing. I'm sitting over there, ain't really saying nothing. And then he finally say, you want, what you want? I say, yeah, I been know what I want. So we waited for the waitress to get there. We made the order. We did like 2 for 1 or however they had the special on the drinks. So we had about 6 drinks on the table. He had 2, she had 2, and I had 2. So mind you, she's still sitting in the middle. So as the lady bring back the drinks, she's like, oh, let me taste your drink. Let me taste your drink. Not my drink, his drink. So she done stuck her straw in his drink and sucking up his drink. And they over there giggling like, why is you doing all this here? You acting like you his lady. Like, shoot, y'all been together or something? Like, come on now. Sometimes people, when they have relationships and you depart from a person, you feel like you got to be their best friend too. And that's not good in my book because first thing I'm going to be thinking is that you've been sleeping around. But anyway, so she tasting his drink and stuff. Now, she know not to turn around and even ask me for my drink. I wasn't going to let you stick with your straw and none of my drink. But anyway, so we sitting there, we drinking, we laughing, and she asked me like where I was from, just asking a little background about me and stuff. And I was just talking to her, being friendly. But I was talking to her and everything, and the abuser, he wasn't saying too much. He was too busy over his phone texting and stuff. But he wasn't really saying too much. So me and his best friend ended up talking and stuff, and I guess the drinks had then kicked in, so I ain't give a damn what she was saying or what she was doing after a while anyway. I just wanted to get the hell up. But anyway, as we drinking and stuff, we got done with the drinks, and we had got an appetizer too, so they brought the chips and dip over there. We was eating the chips and dip. She's like, oh, I don't like the avocado. I don't want the avocado. Like, okay, well, get what you want because I'm finna dip and the dip that they brought, the salsa. I like the salsa. So we eating, and everybody digging off one plate. So I ended up getting another plate, and I got me a fork and scraped some of the chips and dip off and put it on my own plate. I'm not finna be going back and forth digging off no plate. I don't know where your hands been. I don't know what you had been going on before you even got in the car. But anyway, so with that being said, everything like kind of worked out. We ended up eating. We leave. We got in the car. We ended up taking her back home. She got out the car. And he was like, what you want to do next? I said, well, it's kind of late right now. I mean, what else can we do? He was like, we can go a few more places if you want. So I was like, all right. So he took me over one of his favorite uncle's house. You know what I'm saying? And when we got over there, he had music going outside. So we just sat outside and we were just talking, laughing, and vibing. The uncle had then got drunk. The abuser, he was on the verge of almost getting drunk. But I told him, look, you got to take us back to the house. You got to drive me. And he told me, well, if I get a little too drunk, you can drive me. I said, okay, that'll work. So I let him go ahead and get a little drink on. As he drinking, I'm sipping a little bit. And I'm just looking, you know, observing everything. Because I'm up here in a place, I don't know nobody. I just need to stay focused. That way, if I got to get away or do something, I need to get away. And I need to be functioning right. So as they drinking and everything, the abuser, he got drunk. Like, he didn't get real drunk, but he got drunk enough where he went finna drive me. So I'm like, well, dang, why is he drinking like that? Like, he was drinking it like he was a fish. Like, he been doing this for a while. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So they went in the house, and when they went in the house, I was sitting outside. I sat outside for like maybe 15 minutes before him and the uncle came back outside. They was in the house doing something. They had the door closed. I don't know what they was doing, but I didn't get up to try to go look because I wasn't going in the man's house. So they in there. They come back outside. So he came and sit beside me. And he just looking at me, and I'm looking at him. I said, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So we sit in there, and he jumped up real quick, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, what you jumping up so quick for? He went over there and grabbed him a drink, but the way he grabbed a drink, he grabbed a drink like he was a pimp. He had that little pinky sticking out and grabbed a drink up. I'm like, well, what's going on with this nut? So he started moving a little different, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what was going on with him. I thought it was the liquor and everything, which it should have been the liquor, but anyway. So as he get his drink, he come back and sit down. He's sipping, and then he's like, you ready to go? I said, yeah, it's kind of hot out here. I want to get inside. I want to take a shower and just chill and watch movies for the rest of the day. He's like, all right, we can grab a bite to eat too and take back. I said, okay. So we riding. I'm driving, and he's sitting on the passenger side. And I seen him like leaning back. He was leaning his head back, just leaning it back. I'm thinking, okay, he got too much liquor in his system. So I'm like, okay. Let's just get what we need to get and let's just get back to the house. So I ended up going to get the food. I asked him what he wanted. We ordered. He gave me his card. He paid for it. And I gave him his card back. He put it in his wallet. And I get the food. We go back to his mom's house. So we pull up. We getting out the car. As I'm getting out the car, he laying over there like he just can't move. Like he just out. So I go inside, I put the stuff inside. The mom and them told me, well, wait, so-and-so. I said, oh, he outside. I'm going to go get him. I said, I think he been drinking. She said, oh, Lord. She said, She said, I ain't dealing with that. I'm going in the room. So she went ahead and went in the room. I'm like, what? So I go and I get him out of the car. I'm trying to wake him up. I'm tapping him. I'm trying to get him up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. He finally get up. So when he got up, he was looking around all crazy. And he looked at me like he didn't even know who I was. I'm looking at him like, fool. Not today. Well, listen, y'all, we're going to get right back into it. We got part 3 coming up. Why did I? The drug abuser, y'all. The drug abuser. We're going to get back into it, y'all.